Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Fabulous Makeup, and this is a Pirate Festival tutorial. Yes, y'all, the sun was shining for this tutorial in the background, so a little extra lighting never hurt nobody. So I already did my brows off camera using the Benefit Brow Pencil and the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. And then for my face, I'm using the Rose Blend Facial Oil from PIXIE. And then for my primer today, BECCA Cosmetics. What is this? The BECCA Cosmetics First Light Priming Filter, long ass name of some kind. I was just going for that extra glowy skin today. Color correcting today using Palladio concealer. I know this is a concealer, but it's so yellow, y'all, that it just works as a color corrector. So that's what I'm using that as today, rather than what it's supposed to be, a concealer. So put it on the darker spots, the hyperpigmentations on the face. And then I am doing the powder before foundation trick, which I did do in a couple of videos back. I will put that in the description box below if you're interested on my take on that. And I applied that powder first and then blended it out with the BH Cosmetics number 126 HD foundation. Blended that with a beauty sponge, and as y'all know, I don't get my beauty sponge wet. I can keep it dry. This is the new Palladio Maximum Concealer in the shade Frappe. I wanted to try this out for a while now, and I usually try out concealers on my brow because it seems to be the place that I like to test out concealers to see their pigmentation and their, you know, creaminess and all that kind of stuff. That's just me though. For this, it was very different. The coverage was very odd. It did its job, but it just, I don't know, it blended out weird, or the coverage was weird. I'm not sure. I did end up using it for the face today too, but we get that in a minute. Now y'all know I have the worst habit of trying to stay in one palette for an eye look, so I'm using three. This first one is from the 35B PLUM palette from Morphe. These are all from Morphe, and I'm using this shade. This is kind of a mauve. We'll call it a mauve with a little dark purple undertones. Built that up as a base color on the lid and blended it out just a little bit above the fold of my crease. On top of that, a little darker color. Well, it went on darker, but you know what? It was a lot lighter in the palette, but I was just mostly trying to bring out the mauve and dark purples. So once I try and build up the colors as much as I can, I go back in with a fluffy blending brush. I believe this one is just kind of a random Luxe Deluxe brush. Blend it up to the crease area, but not too far up to the brow bone because I have a bad habit of doing that. So I am taking just a little bit of black from the Morphe 35B Bright palette and apply that to the back of the eye socket to create a little bit more depth and slantedness towards the eyes. Wow, how southern can my voiceovers get, y'all? I'm just saying. Ooh. Moving on, using the 35N matte palette, taking a shimmery, I don't know how to describe this one. It's got black, it's got red shimmer glitter in it as well, but it wasn't as shimmery as I wanted it to be, so I went in with the Galaxy Chic palette and used the shade Neptune, I believe it is, and applied that just a little bit on the inner part of the eyelid to create a little contrast between the dark part of the black in the socket of the eye. So I went ahead and applied the Palladio Maximum Concealer all over the highest points of the face just to test it out for today's video, and just as a reinforcer I did go ahead and put a little bit of the Tarte on top just to help even out the color and, you know, get the extra coverage going. And just give that a quick blend out all over the face with the beauty sponge. So this look was actually inspired by a pirate festival that I attended this last weekend. It was the Tortuga Pirate Festival. It's one of the best and most exciting festival I've ever been to, y'all. It's so exciting, it's so fresh, it's so open, it's a lot of fun. And this year I decided to do a look that was inspired by the event because it's my third year going to a pirate event in general. So I thought I'd pull out something kind of fun and crazy and bring it to my channel as well. So I'm contouring my face with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Havana. This is going to warm up the face and give myself a nice sun-kissed bronze contour. I'm doing this because whenever I think of like a pirate face, I'm thinking it's really, warmed, it's very toned and tanned and sculpted at the same time with some highlights. You be out in the sun all the time, out on the sea looking all good. You gotta, snatch the face as well. So I am using two different setting powders today. The first one was from BECCA Cosmetics. It's a lighter one than the Sacha Buttercup, which is one that I feature on my channel a lot more. But the BECCA was something I just found that I forgot about in my closet. And y'all, believe it or not, this is a $3 highlight. Oh, and it just sold me so quick on this. Look, it had a little bit of purple iridescent in it too, so it went with the whole purpley thing. Oh, y'all, it was slaying my soul once it set on my skin too. I found it at Sally's, y'all. I work there, y'all, so you want to come see me sometime and check out some of these products that we got. You gotta come see me because we got some good stuff. You don't have to break the bank for some of this good stuff. Finishing up underneath the eyes, I'm taking, all the purples and a little bit of the black to build up underneath the eyes, create a really smoky, sultry eye look. I was kind of pulling a little bit of the Pirates of the Caribbean look, with it kind of sweaty a little bit, the makeup running a little bit, so I was kind of pulling that, but keeping it nice and tight. And then I decided, to mess it all up by dragging it down a little bit further and creating these little triangles. And then I figured, you know what, I'm going to be extra with some jewels, so we'll just call them, barnacles or something like that, being out in the sun and thinking of twinkling and sparkling. I was all about that, y'all. It got me feeling like a pirate unicorn or something like that. But built up all the colors just to drag them down and create some more depth along the eyes. A little bit of mascara and gel liner to create even more completion to the eyes. And the jewels are from Michaels, and they are different sizes, so I use bigger ones towards the lash line and then smaller ones towards dragging them out towards the end of the triangles. And to apply them, I use just latex glue. You can use some eyelash glue if you have that too. I created an ombre lip today using the ColourPop matte lipstick in the shade Guess. It's a dark eggplant deep purple. And then for the center of the lips, I used a Mori matte lip from Milani in the shade Obsession. It's more of a hot pink with a little extra deep purple undertones. Then I just went back in with Guess just to, create a darker lip. And this is the final look, y'all. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Check out a Pirate Festival if you haven't yet. They are pretty amazing to experience. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and join the Fab Fam. And if you're returning, welcome back, lovely. Y'all stay beautiful inside and out.